Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're going to have a hunt through. We're looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally a new one for the book. We need Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, the rarest £2 coin in circulation. Wouldn't that be a treat to tick off? We then need Olympics Beijing and Rio Handover, and also Mary Rose. World War Navy Centenary with flag error. It's just a variant of the Navy Centenary, so if we get stuck on that, obviously we'll end the book. And then finally 2021's Britannia, which allegedly was going into circulation. I refer you back to last £2 coin hunt where I had a bit of a prattle on about that. But let's get into the bag and see what we find. Okay, first bag. Where's the thingy what's it? It has no thingy what's it. It's a brute force it. Oh no! Not enough brute force in these, my weedy little arms. Okay, that's technologies. Don't particularly want that. There are some years it's lower mintage. It's not low enough. I think it's worth keeping. Oh, we've got a couple of things there. That's the Golden Guinea. It's slightly over face value, not massively so, but still, definitely in my mind, a keeper. This one is a common coin with a wireless transmission, Marconi. 3 in the first bag. Holy Toledo. Because that is a very shiny Trinity House. Again, fairly common. You'll find sometimes, in fact, we might even have it on this one. In the little corner of the lamps, you might find little bits of cud, bits of lumps of metal which shouldn't be there, but that's fairly common to come across. But that was a very successful first bag, so hopefully a sign of things to come. And hopefully not every bag is going to be as much of a struggle to get into it. That's the case of the diddlies in that bag there. That's made up for the exceedingly good luck we got in the first bag. Okay then, so it's not a £2 coin hunt if I don't have a quick mention. Obviously the bimetallic £2 coin turned 25 this year. It's been in circulation for 25 years. Prior to that it was a single metal coin. There was a couple of commemorative ones that were issued. I couldn't name them all off the top of my head, but no, they're quite cool. So to celebrate that, ooh, Active Union, very common. To celebrate that anniversary, silver anniversary of them being in circulation in our pockets, in our change, similar to 2019's 50p set, a whole bunch of older designs are going to be restruck for sets this year. They haven't surfaced yet, and there's going to be a fair few sets of those, which I would imagine a price point is going to be around, wow, that's nice. Shakespeare's Tragedies, the rarest of the 3 Shakespeares. That's a beauty. We'll check the edge inscription. Should say all the world's a stage, which this one does, although it's upside down. But there's no upside down for edge inscriptions. It could be 50-50 which way around they're going to be. So yes, those restrike sets. There's going to be a fair few of them. We're running rapidly out of months for them to come out on a monthly release, which as every day ticks past makes me believe more and more they're all going to come out in one release one morning, and that's going to be a very expensive morning and my wallet will cry, especially because I keep umming and ahhing and heeing and hawing over because there is going to be a Frankenstein restrike, and if ever there's a silver version of a coin I want, it's got to be Frankenstein. It's my favourite coin. But then if I buy the silver proof version of one of the sets, am I going to want the rest of the sets? Probably, and that's where it's going to get very expensive. Right, 2016, this could be a Britannia, which it is. It's obviously the current definitive design, replaced technologies in 2015, but that one is a keeper, slightly over face value. And then this could be something as well. Another Shakespeare. This one's Shakespeare's Histories. Should say the Hollow Crown, which you can see that one says Crown, so we'll assume the rest of it is fine. And move on swiftly to the next bag. So what we'll do, we'll do an edge hunt. We've done one of those for a while. Immediately I can see, because if it doesn't stay standing on the shoulders of giants, it's not a technology. So this one here with the line should be a steam locomotive. It certainly is. Lovely design, but very common. I think I saw in Victory. That's going to be VE Day Anniversary. In peace, goodwill, magnanimity. It's a common coin. Anything else? Okay, shoulders on the giants, shoulders standing giants, giants. What does that say? on the... Okay. I think the rest are just technologies. But we did find something, so not a total bust on the edge inscription hunts, which sometimes it is. Sometimes they're a curse, sometimes they are well rewarded for doing so. But yes, I welcome your thoughts on these £2 coin restrike sets. I would imagine they are still going to happen. Brunel's portrait there, very common, one of 2 Brunel coins you can find. Because obviously with the death of the Queen, it shouldn't impact planned commemorative coinage. In fact, I would imagine it's going to add 1 extra commemorative into the mix. Here's another one that's going to be something. We know that because Jodie Clark's 5th portrait, which came into play from 2015 onwards, the definitives are Britannias, which are keepers, and the rest are all commemoratives. So that is Shakespeare's tragedies. That's all 3 found. Very nice. Check the edge inscription on this. Should say what a piece of work is a man. That is correct, so we'll pop that down there. A little trio of them, all 3. Doesn't happen all that often. Brunel's portrait again. Very common. And there is the abolition of the slave trade. You need to check, obviously this one's got a textured finish on the inner part. If we zoom in you see that better. In the sets there's a variant with the smooth finish and initials DG to the bottom right of the 7. Worth keeping an eye out for that because it's not intended for circulation. The rest of this is all as it should be. Well, not as it should be, they're all just technologies. But no, new coin releases. Lunar Year of the Rabbit has come out. Cool coin. I like the Lunar Year set. I think last year, was that the Year of the Tiger? That was the first one I bought in silver and I was very happy with that. Steam locomotive again. But no, I quite like the rabbit. I said last year with the Lunar Year of the Tiger that it would look cool with a bit of colour on it. I think the rabbit looks perfectly fine without colour on it, so a tricky decision to make for the Royal Mint if they want to start colorising those, because a bit of colour on a coin is quite nice. I don't think slathering a coin in colour is the way to go, but definitely a bit of colour I think makes them jump out a little bit more. Brunel's portrait for the 3rd time today. And then a whole lot of nothing. Which is what it normally is, because there are many more definitives than commemoratives. Still no entry points on these bags, but that's fine. We can bust through them. So yeah, Lunar Year is a cool coin. I don't know offhand what the next Lunar Year is. It's obviously a schedule that is everybody can easily find out because it's public knowledge what the next Lunar Year is going to be. Be interesting once they've made their ways through all of the different designs. Well, sorry, all the different animals. What they're going to do then? Just revisit them maybe? Oh, Charles Dickens there. That's a nice quality one to be fair, but it is still very, very common. Just pop those up there out of the way. Naturally, at the end of the video, I will check all the commemoratives for the right edge inscriptions and also rotation errors. So that's Brunel's portrait. And rotations on technologies, you just have the date at the bottom, £2 at the top, rotate at 180 degrees. That's the way the Queen should be facing. Sometimes she's at an angle, sometimes she's upside down. It depends how extreme it is. So, this will be something again. Oh, another Shakespeare's tragedies. What a piece of work is as it should be. Nothing to be had from that. But no, I've heard rumours outside of my work in the coin industry and from the Royal Mint, I don't know anymore, but from other coin collectors reckoning the BBC 50p will be out in October, which I reckon this video will go out in October, so stay tuned for that. Another Shakespeare's Histories. Let's see the word crown, so we'll assume edge inscription is hunky-dory on that. And then nothing else for that particular bag. Oh, worth noting, I also check when I go through the rotation errors. Oh, DNA double helix. It's a bit beaten up, a bit gross. It's a beautiful design though, but it is, as ever, a common coin. We've got a good spread of the different common coins today. Nothing else there. So yeah, I do check for the double die obverses on the £2 coins as well, where it just looked like there's double lettering on them. They don't come up very often at all. We did find one fairly recently, which has sort of spurred me on to keep me hunting for those. Abolition of the slave trade, or the Act for the abolition of the slave trade, I think it is, officially. Alright, let's do another edge hunt. We found something in the last one, didn't we? I can already see something there. Right in the middle. Country. For King and Country should be Army Centenary. Which it is. Check the rotation error. Check the rotation on that one. Make sure there's no error, which there isn't. So that one is fine. Okay. I think that's all we're going to get. So a common coin, but a find nonetheless. That's a bit disgusting. And that one's green. Deary, deary, dear. Well, we've got a fair few bags still to go. But obviously, Harry Potter 50p design is out in the, well, for the first one at least. The design is out in the public domain. Wow, that's a nice one. Magna Carta. Common to find, as you can see in this example, cud in the king's crown. Sometimes there's cud around the bottom of the throne as well. Need to check, it should be Jodie Clark's 5th portrait, but the sets have Ian Rank Broadley's 4th portrait, so that's an NIFC, but this one is just the circulating one. It is over face value though, and a lovely find, so we won't grumble about that. It looks like the rest of this is all just technologies, which I can't quite wrap my fingers around. Right, 3 more bags to go after this one. But I would say this is definitely a resounding success. A whole Shakespeare set, a bunch of other over face value commemoratives. Obviously the values I put up, if there's no value on a particular coin, that means it's only face value. Bizarrely, I get people asking me, why don't you put the values up for coins when I do? And I think they're just not realising that these common ones are all just face value, and therefore no value comes up for them. Even the face value ones will sell on the odd occasion above face value. Let's Guy Fawkes, another very common coin. And VE Day Anniversary. This one's a little bit beaten up. It's obviously had a tough time in circulation. That's that bag done. Penultimate bag then. Let's see if we can get anything. You never know. Another Guy Fawkes. You know that one's fine. And a third Guy Fawkes. Crumbs. I guess November is rapidly approaching. The year is disappearing faster than ever. And this bag means it's the last bag of the hunt. As ever, there are links in the description to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to join that. Ooh, another Shakespeare comedies. World Stage, that's fine. So yeah, Discord, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, the new PO Box, and of course the Britannia Coin Company, who I make videos for as my day job. If you can check that out, that'd be much appreciated. I'm going to check the coins off to the side for rotations, double dies, rotations and edge inscriptions, and double dies on this one as well, on the commemoratives as well. Rotations, edge inscriptions, double die of versus checked for, nothing new to report, but a very good result. Star finds, there's quite a few options here, my good golly. Okay, I would go for one of these, but as usual, let me know in the comments what you'd pick as your star find, and all it leads me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.